New Zealand First wants to legislate to make New Zealand the country's official geographic name. It's introduced a private member's bill to stop the increasing use of Aotearoa in official contexts. Earlier, I spoke to party leader Winston Peters and I asked him what the official name for New Zealand currently is.
The official name of New Zealand is New Zealand, but it's not written into law. And here we are, generations after generations spent billions of dollars offshore to promote our product, our people, our tourism, and then some decide without any authority or any permission from the New Zealand taxpayers and New Zealand citizens that they'd like to change the name because it sounds good to them.
So
but it has no legal, it has no historic, and it certainly has no authority in the Maori world, particularly if you go and ask Ngāi Tahu, who as late as 2021 said it's not the name for where we live.
Right, I was curious about this because, of course, Aotearoa is obviously often used interchangeably with New Zealand, and even in our national anthem, the Māori version does have Aotearoa in it. So do you think that the national anthem is also wrong?
Well, it's wrong in the context that when you say to the whole of the South Island, all of Ngāi Tahu, well, whatever you think, we're going to change your name whether we consult with you, get permission or not. And that's in the Maori world, but then if you look at the whole country, I would think about 70 to 80% of New Zealanders find the whole idea outrageous. But they're not being consulted, they're not being asked. And here is the terrible thing, that we have to actually legislate to make certain that this country, which is highly dependent upon exports, retains its present name. Now, if the people want to change it, let the New Zealand people decide, not unelected bureaucrats.
And have you spoken to Ngāi Tahu about this?
I don't have to. I saw what the leader Ellison said in 2021.
Okay. Well, you say in your
and
press
I take him at his word because Te Waipunama is their name.
You say in your press release and just now that billions of dollars have been poured into brand New Zealand, how we promote ourselves overseas. But isn't Māori culture also a part of that brand? And if people want to say Aotearoa New Zealand, we should be allowed to.
No, because it's not the Māori name for New Zealand. That's my point. And go and ask Ngāi Tahu.
As a New Zealander, Aotearoa has been used interchangeably for a very long time.
No, it has not been used interchangeably. What you've got now, for example, you've got this extraordinary circumstance where so much of the language has changed. Like, for example, what's this boat on the road called Waka Kotahi? No, don't laugh. Well, when I get on TV and on Air New Zealand, they've got this waka in the sky. This is getting ridiculous. I mean, let's face it. There's a place to sell our culture, and people will become more and more enthusiastic about it if it's based on sound history, not a bunch of PR merchants without any consultation thinking, I feel good about this, so I don't care what you think. I don't care what the manufacturer or the exporter thinks, in a country and we're export dependent, I'll just do it anyway. Now, that's not how democracy works.
You're saying that this bill will foster unity, but some might argue that it will do the opposite.
Tell you what, about 80% now think that what's going on is wrong. There was a survey done in March about that. It's really high.
80% of people don't think it should be called Aotearoa New Zealand, the country. Where is that study?
They want, the last survey there was, of any poll size of 1,000 people, was in March, something like 79–80% said leave it alone. Only 15% said change it.
So you really think this is something that your party and the government should be focusing on?
80% is unity. I tell you what's not unity, 15%.